Kia ora everybody, welcome back to Mr. T's Toy House. As in my title, today I want to do some Oswells. I got me a nice sharp knife and a nice pure glass of water. Cheers everybody. Alright, this is fantastic. So today, not just any Oswells. For me it's actually probably one of my more favourite cars. And what started off the collecting in my little collection was this bad boy, the Holden Monaro. This first came out in Hot Wheels. This particular casting is a really nice Hot Wheels casting. So good to see it come out. I think it came out in a Boulevard set, not in Oswells. However, I walked into the store and I saw this sitting on the shelf. And I thought, heck yeah, I've got to get me one of those. So we've got this bad boy too. Looking nice and dirty. The classic old barnyard find. One of the early Oswells. Really light. These, I don't believe they ever came with an interior. So like I say, it was just some of their earlier releases. And then they came out with this thing called Fully Sick Detail. And I got this one here. Real beautiful. I love the colour. I love the pinstriping. That front there, fully sick, like they say, mate. Absolutely. Really nice piece, this one. However, if you have been going into your Mitre 10 stores, which is where I get my Oswells from, I was super lucky for them to just start putting a box out, so they let me have a wee fish through the box, and I actually had to put some back because these now are $30 a pop, and that, so mate, that just blew me away. 1968 HK GTS Monaro. Yeah, $30 a car compared to my nice little $10 Hot Wheel cars. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a little bit too expensive for my taste. However, I've got some absolutely gems from these guys. I freaking love their castings. I love all this on the back, a little write-up about 1968 was probably when these things first hit the streets. A true muscle car with GTS stylings, 327 V8 in this bad boy. Alright, so glass water, sharp knife, it only means one thing. I'm going to open them. Okay, so these come with these really cool protector cases. Unfortunately, I don't know if they fit Hot Wheels, as all my Oswells, I've only ever bought them to pull out of the case, apart from one that's sitting up there, and that can just stay there. There it is out of its case. Now we'll get it right out of the blister. Let's have a real good look at it. We'll compare the two. Oh wow, beautiful. Really nice colour, green. Sorry, I was just reaching for the light to see if it would make a difference, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to make a hell of a lot of difference. But you can see that beautiful sparkle there. Really nice. I love these nice deep dish wheels. You can now see right in the interior, no problem at all. The chrome looks really chromy. It's got the nice little pinstripes even right around the window. And of course your beautiful detail up the front there. Now, let's just have a wee look. This is the two side by side. Both Oswells. Now we'll pop this little $10 Hot Wheel up there and we'll compare the two. So yeah, obviously this one is slightly, I think, is a little bit better. detail wise. Yeah, they're pretty close. This really, this one here gives me real HQ vibes. I think it is an HQ Monaro. Yeah, cool. Not too much difference. For me, the $20 difference, I will still go back to my good old Hot Wheels. Nice price, $10. It's super affordable. Yeah, I can afford $10 a week. I do spend more than that a week probably. But like 3 cars, $90, it's getting up there. Alright, so second one on my list is the HQ 1-tonner. Old Oswheels, mate, beautiful. The cool thing I love about Oswheels is I see these all the time. My mate had one of these and he freaking loved it. This was years ago. I don't even know if he's around anymore. But mate, when he owned this, he thought he was king of the street. Anyway, awesome. Let's get it out of its packaging. Yeah, so not only are they Oswheels, they were all over New Zealand. With us being neighbouring countries, I guess they were shipped over. Yeah, so cool. Man, I have been waiting. I feel sorry for the guys at Mitre 10. Thank you for putting up with me popping in and out all the time because I really wanted one of these. Super duper cool. 1974, they reckon this bad boy came out. It's been around for a while. The other thing I forgot to show you guys, look at the bottom of these machines. Lots of detail underneath as well. They haven't just stopped on this. The other end, there we go, look, there's Hot Wheels, early Oswheels. Now we're up to the fully sick detail. Look at that, they've really upgraded this. That's so cool. Alright, sorry, I'm getting off track here. Number 1 of 6. 1-tonner limited edition series 2. Fully sick detail, mate. That's my best Aussie, sorry. Oh yeah. Well worth it. Look at this. Wicked, absolutely as I remember it. Might look a little bit longer. 1-tonner, I guess, because you could put your whole 1-ton payload on top of there. Really good for getting around the farm. Pretty good for early New Zealand streets for sure as well. Moving house, mate, you pop her all on the back. A good everything vehicle. And like on the other one, look at that. So good, mate. They've gone right through some pretty good detail there. Even right down to the good old mud flaps. Man, that's, this is what you look for. All these little extra bits. I'll see if I can get it up close enough. Yeah, you can see inside there. Pretty cool. Alright, last but least, this one here. As soon as it came on the shops, mate, it had me buzzing. As I have a friend who has one very similar. The 2005 BA XR8. What a awesome Falcon. Oswheels generally do Falcon and Holden. If you're in that scene, Ford and Holden, especially here in New Zealand, and I'm sure it's no different in Australia, mate, they're always battling to say who's better. V8 supercars sort of gave it a really good push there and sort of let them have a good crack at to see who was better. Yep, and there you go. And all the way through it, sometimes it's Ford, sometimes it's Holden. Me personally, I've always been a bit of a Holden fan. I have friends that have an HQ, and I love that car. my wife's dad is a big Holden fan. I got married in the HQ, as well as a Brougham, a Holden Brougham. That was my wife's father's car, and man, what a cool car that is. Alright, so we'll just give you a quick readout of the BA Falcon. The BA Falcon XR8 blends Aussie muscle with modern engineering, packed with a 5.4 litre Boss V8 that delivers raw power and a thunderous soundtrack. With an aggressive styling, refined handling and an iconic XR8 badging. It's a true performance sedan built for drivers who crave excitement. I would say this is built for drivers that just love a bit of power behind the wheel. Right, enough talking, time to chop her open. This is number 5 of 6. So what have I opened? I've 1 of 6, 4 of 6. They don't fit together. There is one that has Australia all in the background, and that fits together. And, yeah. And number, 5 of 6. There we go. Right. Let's get her out. It's a little bit lighter than I would have imagined. I think I've got a little bit of sun that I can just sort of pop in there, hopefully. Sometimes the sun just really makes cars pop. Look at that. Look at those nice sleek lines all the way down there. Very nice. Lots of detail in the back. Love the fin. The fin is die cast as well. It's not plastic. It's all part of the piece. They've opened the windows so you can see inside, but you can see inside quite nicely there. Look at that. Look at the interior. Even the interior has detail. Very cool. Very, 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 very nice piece. Awesome. Look at that. Running chain underneath. Or the exhaust. Very, 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 very cool. The mirrors, mate, they're solid as well. They ain't going to come pinging off in a hurry. Whoops. Even when I throw it on the table like that. It's a bit hard to see, but there's a bit of XR8 badging there. Cool. Alright, I hope you enjoyed my wee Oswheel show. I do have plenty of Oswheels. I do like this brand. Unfortunately, it's very limited to only, look at that sparkle, beautiful. Only my favourites, as the price is $30 a car. Just a little bit too pricey for what I'm looking for. Look at that. Choice. One thing I wanted to show you, these castings are very, very similar. I have a 69 Chevelle SS. Now, I just want you guys to have a look at this. There's the SS, there's the Holden. Look how similar these two cars were. Okay, it's fair enough, it is just a casted piece of Hot Wheels, but look, mate, I believe these were like, this was the Australian version of the American muscle car. The Chevelle SS, Holden Monaro. Awesome. Hey, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, especially if you got this far. You obviously like what I'm doing. Yep, and keep watching. Not only do I do these long opening videos, I also do shortened ones as well. So just basically a nice mainline car. I'll open it and show you some detail. I've got the sun hitting me now. Might be a good time to disappear. Alright, hey, thanks everybody. Cheers for watching. Yep, keep it up. Thank you so much for your time.